Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'll try my best to explain what I learned from so many teachers across the world and then put it in practice over 8 years and found out many new, processes and what works, how the system can be fixed and how the body we can bring the wellness and, make people more happier. So we learn from many different perspectives, many different angles. So in today's 1 hour presentation, I try to put everything in short and sweet method, because we all are researchers, we all are practicing, so we will get the zest of things faster. More detailed discussions we can have later on, but today I present the how to manifest chakra balance through Vedic petals. See, during my course of learning, I took a lot of time to read our Indian Shastras, our Indian Upanishads, our original books, to go to the core, that from where the beginning it has started and from where the beginning they have written. Like, we all know Ayurveda, right? We all know essential oils, but we don't know the Ayurveda is originated from Siddha medicines. So what is written in Siddha? And there is a line in India, a professional line, which is called Nadi astrology or a medical astrology. So from just touching your vein, they can tell which body part and everything is fixing and not working, which element is working and which element is not working. So I got to have an exposure of everything to learn from everyone and then put it into practice. Then let's put a step by step for because human body remains same, whether I'm from India, whether I'm from Russia, whether I'm from any place, the body remains same. The body structure, how it's functioning, the elements remain same. So this is what we're going to see in the practice today, what the presentation will show. So our next slide is, see, we all know that our body is electromagnetic field. Our earth is also electromagnetic field. So we have very, common things around it. This picture we will remember later on the 50th slide, when I introduce that how our body resonates with the spaces we live in. So we all know by BioWell that we can do fingerprints, and we will have our bioresonance. We can see our aura, we can see electromagnetic field, we can see every organ energy, but our house also emits the energy, and our body is aligned from true north to south. That's how our feet is going down and our head is up. Similarly, any property, any house you are living in any part of the world except the New Zealand, everywhere the North Pole, our head is aligned towards the North Pole. Rest everywhere this rules applies. But true north is not straight, it's little tilted towards 23° northeast. So for Indian Shastras, everything starts from northeast. So here, it's a proof that even the earth itself is not straight to true north. It's little tilted. So let's go further. This picture will be more relevant when we go little down and see the next slide. So spaces we live in also has electromagnetic fields. The spaces also have aura. The spaces also have all the 5 elements which our body has. So if we can measure body, we can measure spaces as well. And there is a science behind it, that how to fix all the elements. There is a science to measure, then there is a science to fix also. So let's go to the next slide. Now, human body also has an electromagnetic field. We can call it electromagnetic, or we can call it our aura. So aura are also different phases. So we will read today how many phases of auras we have. So everything around us, every organ inside us also have a bioelectromagnetism. Every organ is, the difference between live and a dead body is that living body has a current, the non-living doesn't have the current. The current is finished, but the current is measured by BioWell instrument, which we use in our daily life. So now everything is made of 5 senses and 5 elements. Ayurveda and many techniques are there to find what are your doshas, which element you are, and there is nobody who's just single element. Everybody is a combination of 1 or 2 or a minor of 3. So we have 5 senses and we have 5 elements around us. That how these 5 senses and 5 elements, there is a cycle of creation and there is a cycle of control, there is a cycle of destruction, and there is a cycle of reproduction within these 5 elements. And this science, if we understood that this method, not science, this method of like creation, that what creates what, earth creates fire, fire creates. So it's like, if we learn this cycle, we can solve many problems within our body. So this instrument, when I use in my day-to-day life, it really helps me and clients to understand that which element is high, which element is low, where is the highest, go the Bible reading shows accurately where the problem area is and where the energy is high and where is it low. But from there, that's the reference point of checking. From there, we start our journey on understanding that why the element is high and how we can bring it, which is making it high, what is the cycle of creation, why the main element is not working, why it is, so why there is a push and pull between elements, and how we can create a balance and harmony. So this is what we do in our system here. So we all knows that chakras are Indian terms. Chakras are like a spinning wheels. These spinning wheels are in our medical term, we can call it that endocrine glands which secrete hormones. But chakras are also associated with colors. They are also associated with emotions. They are also associated with our endocrine glands inside. So why colors? Have anybody thought that why chakra has colors? Why they have this certain pattern? Why not any other shape or size? But why colors? So here we see that, colors are, chakras emit colors, then there are frequencies, then there are wavelengths. So why colors? Why chakras have specific color? So we all know from our childhood that there is a sun, positive sun, and which gives us the full electromagnetic spectrum coming every day on the earth. The 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, this is the positive spectrum. Rest, everything beyond is a negative spectrum. Our human body does not require it to be healthy. So visible spectrum, which we learned in our school, which is called VIBGYOR, violet, indigo, like VIB, GYOR. So these spectrum is the only one which our human body can decode it, and our brain processor. So we have our brain which decodes only colors and shapes and sends signal to entire body. And why these chakra have colors only? Because our body can decode only this spectrum, 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. Anything beyond is not healthy for a human body to be in, whether it is minus ultraviolet or whether it is minus infrared. Anything we go beyond minus infrared, we get sick. Anything go minus ultraviolet, we again get sick. So we'll understand the reference that why, what is the difference between these things. But the positive spectrum, if we can measure positive, so, sometimes we tell the client that, we can measure your positive, because BioWell instrument also helps us to, measure that how positive they are, which organ is more positive and which organ is not, and overall how much are they positive, because that's what we use as the chakra colors and the energy evaluations in joules, which we get from the instrument. So why we have colors? Because this is the only visible spectrum which our body can decode. Our brain has a processor called corpus callosum. Now, the main function of this corpus callosum is to decode colors, emotions, shapes, everything, how I perceive you, how you perceive me, how other object is looking, how the far object, near object, everything is decoded by this processor into colors and send signals through all the nervous system to all the body parts. So this is our central processing system of our brain, which uses only and only decoding of colors. That's why chakras are also decoded as colors in our body. And because the sunlight has visible spectrum from 400 to 700 nanometer, which we need, our body needs to be healthy, and that's the only thing we can process. Anything we go high on ultraviolet or infrared, it makes us more sick. So let's go further. Here we can see the electromagnetic spectrum. We have a visible spectrum, then we have ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma rays, then infrared and radio waves. So, you know, everything is come in a sequence of frequency and a wavelength. But, you know, the government have already made laws for X-rays and gamma rays, means anything which can attack immediately to us, which is high frequency, already the laws are in place. Anything which is low frequency and it's like a slow poison and slowly penetrating in our body, there is no laws for it. For example, electromagnetic radiation, for example, geopathic radiation, for example, the house electronics or everything, it's slow poison. It doesn't affect or kills us immediately. So it breaks our positive spectrum. It takes us out of our 700 to 400 nanometer range. So it works on us slowly and slowly. And overall, if we see that, you know, the DNA is changing, the alteration has already started happening, the spectrum has already started breaking. See, I work with many families here. The grandfather, the father, all the generations are so healthy, still going to gym, but the new generations is autistic. So what is autistic means? Some of the colors are missing. Some colors are not working. Some colors they are not able to decode because each color has emotion, shape, body language, and body part to operate from. So when we see this, that the younger generations is getting autistic because the parents have access to more electronic devices, and during their pregnancy they are using more laptops or near to the stomach and all, and it's all breaking the new cells. So let's decode more further. Okay, so this is the chart of frequency and the wavelength. So every color has a frequency and a wavelength, and it goes like a wave pattern. So if we all say go green, in a corporate world, we all talk about go green. We did one conference in Dubai in Saudi German hospital. Everybody is talking about go green. They are talking about not cutting trees, not cutting, don't use the paper, don't use the, all the relative physical things. But when we went on stage, our question is why green? Why not blue? Why not yellow? Why not any other color? Why only green? So if you look at the spectrum here, the green is the most balanced frequency, means it's high frequency and wavelength both are same. So if you look at the leaves, the green color we get from the nature, from the leaf, right? All the plants around us. So 523 hertz is the frequency when plant leaves the chlorophyll, means it produces the chlorophyll and release the oxygen and take the carbon dioxide. Not before that, not after that, only at 523 hertz. So this is the reason why our heart chakra is the central point of our body. Why, that's why it's like more resonant. It has a reproduction, it's balanced frequency. It's 500 wavelength, 500 frequency. So it's on the balanced state. It's more by naturally itself. So anybody, when we lose our contact within our body, we see our frequency of 550 is getting disbalanced. I always usually ask a question to a lot of people and researchers and my friends who are healers, that why the heart is shown as a red color when the heart chakra is green. You all over the world, heart is shown as red, right? So, and wherein the heart chakra is green. So I usually don't get the answer, but today you have the answer on the screen that it's the most balanced frequency, 550. And when we go with the red color, it becomes a business. It becomes, what is red color symbolizes is passion, anger, and exchange. You give me love, I'll give you love. So red is about Valentine, that sharing the heart. It's about exchanging the emotions, that if you don't give me, I will not give you. But nature doesn't work like this. Nature doesn't say that you do not give me water, I will not give you fruit, or I will not give you shadow, or I'll not give you air. So nature still is on balance state.
Nature still produces a lot for us, even though we do or we don't do for the nature. That is the purity of the heart. That is the purity of the earth, because they are at balanced frequency. They are neither high, they're neither low. Now, if you look at this spectrum, I call this as a happy spectrum, because our body can decode, our organs are happy to receive this spectrum. Anything beyond is not happy for our body. So this spectrum, if you, it's written here that anything between 400 to 700 nanometer is positive, life growth happens here. Beyond 400 nanometer is minus ultraviolet, which gives inflammations and infections in the body. And beyond 700 nanometer is infrared, which gives slow penetration, chronic, and effects on the body, and geopathic and supernatural incidents. So when we cross beyond 700 nanometer, we start feeling different entities or different energies around us, and even the electromagnetic field and the geopathic stress starts working on our body. There are many people, we visited their homes, we see husband is not feeling any geopathic stress or any EMF problem, but the wife has the gut issue. The wife body has already crossed 700 nanometers. So it has already, it depends on everybody's body structure, that how much they can store. So this is the level when you reach and cross, the thing starts getting out of our control. It's not in a happy meter. So you can see the sun is smiling so nicely. Anything beyond ionizing means which can immediately hit our body. Government has already made laws on it. But anything which works non-ionizing means it takes time for it to penetrate into our body, and slowly it affects. And there are 7 stages. There is a different presentation that we can go through. What are the 7 stages, that how non-ionizing things starts entering and disturbing our happiness meter or happiness frequencies. This 7 stages takes 5 years for anybody to start from a healthy body to a chronic patient. It took, when we enter client's place, we ask them how long you're living here. What is your health status? What is your level of what doctor means, what kind of medication are you taking, means are you doctor already telling you that you're a chronic patient, so you have already crossed that 5 years onto the same premises or to the same non-ionizing radiation has already filled in your body. It means your happy meter has already been disturbed. You're not in the positive spectrum, your body. So, you know, there is a context here. This I learned from an Indian scientist. He's an ex-nuclear scientist of India. So he was doing his research on colors and the planets. So you see all the Indians, we wear some gemstone, some kind of, nowadays, even last 5 years, a lot of crystals have also come into the picture, that, you know, have crystal for this problem, wear this crystal to activate this chakra. So this is all connected. Whatever the positive spectrum we get from the sun is equivalent to 7 planets in our Indian astrology or Indian Vedic scriptures. So even if we take the frequency of violet or indigo, they are connected to our medical astrology. So at times when we dealing with non-Indian clients, locals, Arabs, Lebanese, all different nationalities, when through the BioWell machine, the minute we know they're reading from the fingerprints, and whichever chakras are high and low, or whichever element is high and low, immediately we know their horoscope, we know their Vedic astrology, we know that this color is low means this planet is not working for them. And this direction of the home is not okay. And when we tell the client that there is some problem in this direction, let's say red, they say, yes, Pooja, we have something this and this in that location in their home or in that location in their office. So it's all connected. So chakras, the wavelengths we get from the sun, the happy meter, and they are connected to our planet system, which we wear the gemstones or the crystals to enhance that. So this is another science, and there is a full description on it. Just by reading the BioWell reading, we can immediately decode everything, that which planet is not working. Lot of Arabic clients comes to us and we do their astrology based on BioWell. So BioWell we are using for astrology as well, because for them, this color is missing. When this color is missing, it means this planet is not working properly. If you decode now also, if you Google, if you search what is the color of Saturn, what is the frequency of Saturn, which body parts Saturn owns. So Saturn is a planet. You will see that Saturn owns the knee. Anybody coming with the knee, it means this color is missing in their body. So we need to try to fill this color or this thing deficiency by different means. So we decode many things by this instrument in a very positive way. Now you look at the minus IR and minus UV. This is also we can decode from BioWell software. Now minus IR and minus UV are two planets in our Vedic scriptures and our astrology. This also can be decoded easily from the BioWell software. So let's go further. So colors, brain processors, spectrum, positive spectrum, and then our body has colors, and then the planets, they all are same. And they all are related. Okay, now if you look at chakras and planets frequency, so each chakra is associated with one planet, which you can go to any astrologer or take any online astrology report and you will understand which planet you are dominant with. If with that planet is your dominant, let's say I'm born with high Jupiter or somebody is born with high moon, it means their heart chakra for their life will be balanced. So just by BioWell, we can do the astrology of any client, that what is the status of their astrology. As of now, we are meeting them and how to fix it. Within that 5 minutes of scan, we will know the system. So there is another way, just by your date of birth, because you know what is date of birth? Date of birth is your GPS coordinates. When did you landed on Earth? You know, it's like what's your date of birth tells me that when did you landed on Earth and which position, like you landed in Russia or you landed in India. So that system and that day, which planet was near to the Earth, which planet was the farthest to the Earth, and which planet has given you more that color and which planet has not given you that color because he was very far when you were born from that Earth system, that positioning system when you were born. And from there, that date of birth can decode what are your permanent chakras, means which chakra is your strongest and which chakra for this lifetime will be always weak. So there are, when we talk about solutions, when we talk about how we fix it. So in our company, and my vision is always to fix sustainable growth, not that every client comes us whenever they have pain. We want to make, we take a project, we tell them that, okay, now we want to make your health, your life, your planet sustainable for you so that you can have a good life and you just focus on your growth, not focus on your fear-based healing. So what we do is, we see there are two kinds of doctor. One doctor who will do all your tests and they will give you the medicine of your weak points. Okay, this is weak in you. Let's this calcium, this magnesium is weak in your body. Take this tablet. External source. Or if you go to astrologer, they'll put you stone. If you go to healer, they'll put you crystals. So many methods are there. But there is another set of doctors who will say why this deficiency has come, what is the cause of this deficiency, and is this deficiency your long term, and can we focus on your strength rather than your deficiency? Means how can your body can automatically make these things without you depending on these external things which you can wear today. Tomorrow, if the bracelet can broken, tomorrow you don't want to wear stone or it got missed. So it becomes like there are two set of schools, one who was focused on the weakness, one who focus on your strength. So what we look at it from when we decode the body, we immediately check that what is the weak point of this guy for this lifetime until he is on the earth, and how we can fix that first and rest everything we made him as a natural flow. So how we can create his system in such a way that his office, his home, his body start working for him. And our main mission is to change their mindset from fear to growth. See, healing from fear, chakras from fear, electromagnetic, everything we want to meditate because we have the mindset is we have missing out something that we, oh, this is not okay, my root chakra is not okay, this is not okay. So we are working from deficiency of not okay. We are not working for growth. Okay, I want to grow. So healing, meditation, everything we should do it for our growth. And these things should be fixed one for all. And there is a solution step by step. It's not overnight. We take 3 months, 3 steps we do for every client. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And after stage 3, their foundation is set. They'll never fall back. This is what we do. So let's go to the next. So now chakras, we all know chakras, right? These are 2 side funnels, front and back. And the crown and the root are down and up. So when we do a very detailed classes for understanding this, we have many methods to find out. One is BioWell, but there are many more detail we go after we finish the BioWell scan. The BioWell scan helps us to immediately talk to the clients because clients love, the physical interpretation. They can see the images, they can see the pictures, they can relate with the pain. But when we want to find the solution, then we go with the other techniques to find how we can fix this, and whatever solution we are giving in their next BioWell scan, it will change their images or it will change their numbers. So this is what we do here, understanding the Vedic chakra. Everything is 2 side funnels. So now if we look at in BioWell, we can relate 2 sides. Everything left or right it goes, it shows this picture. When we scan the image of, when we scan the fingerprints of any client, we get 2 side images. It means chakra petal, masculine or feminine, are open, developed or blocked. So this is what we get the interpretation from BioWell, and it's very quick and easy for us to understand immediately what is overactive, what is underactive, what is extrovert or what is introvert. So this will show us that which side of their body is the funnel of their body is working properly or not working properly. So this image we keep in our mind, that front or back. Is it going towards the front or is it going towards the back? When it goes towards the front, it's extrovert in BioWell language. When it goes towards the back, it's an introvert. So front and back, we decoded from this BioWell software. Now, we see the different size of the ball, the chakra balls. When we do any scanning, we see some are big, some are very small, some are very tiny. Now, this is mainly because of the prana in the body. Prana is like the energy in the body. The energy of that ball is very small, or there is some energy stuck on that organ that it's not emitting the light. When I learned the Vedic scriptures, when I learned the Upanishads, Indian Shastras, everybody is born with all the chakras. Everybody has their chakras working, but the light is not coming out, or that size is not being captured, is because there are some external layers over that gland or over that part, which is stuck. So whenever we see there is a difference in the size in the ball, for our decode and our scriptures we decode, we understand that that body part layering is not proper. It means it's stuck, energy is stuck within that. So it's like you have a printer, all the ink in the printer is there, but the printer is not printing the document for us. So when we decode this level, we understand the prana is missing. Now there are 5 types of prana. Now here our detailed discussion starts. Our analogy of system starts. Now there are 5 types of pranas. Prana in a simple meaning means air. Today we only know one air, right? Or maybe the indoor air or the outdoor air, right? But there are 5 airs in our body, 5 different airs. One air works on our lower body part, which helps us to release the toxins and everyday motions from our body. If the lower prana is not working, the lower air is not working, people will have constipation. people will have arthritis because it's getting stuck inside. They're not being able to push it out. So the mothers who deliver babies, daily constipation, daily motions, this is the prana, this air we need. It's called apana air, apana air. This air helps in excretory organs. Now the second air is in the stomach, which is called samana, digestion. It's in a fire motion. It's in a spiral, going spiral motion. Now this air we need it in our body for everyday digestion. Then heart, lungs, we breathe in. Now from here, it's going up. One is down, one is circular, then going up. Now, Vayana means circulation, which is heart. Udana, it's from your throat. The people who get more throat infection, the people who get a lot of, they attract the people who always lie to them or not good life partners, and everything is because their Udana is missing or their Udana is stuck inside their body. And then prana. Prana is from ears and eyes. The people who have balance issues, means when they walk, they cannot find their balance. They feel pain in their ear, or they feel a high pressure in their ears, or when they are flying. You see some people do a lot of chewing gum when they're flying to different long flights, is because their prana is missing in their body. So there are 5 layers of air. Now, let's go further. Timothy, can I, anybody has question, we'll take it in the end, or anybody has question within the slides can be asked.
It's better to do it at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I have a lot to cover. Okay, so this is the air. So within the biowell, when we do the scanning, if we see any ball is small, we immediately know that that air is stuck. That air is not being able to capture into the software or into the system. That part is not working. And if something is very abnormally big, sometimes the solar plexus is very big and all other are small. So it means that portion of the body is extendedly high, or that air is working very, very aggressively. So if you look at it, this chart, you will understand that how many types of airs we need in our body. And there are some exercises how to activate each air in the body. And you know, if you don't have a time to do meditation, if you are like busy schedules, if we just maintain our 5 airs in our body every day, just by simple exercises, trust me, your entire body is brushed up. You know, when we work on properties, when we work on elements, water can be created. You can put water in a vessel and keep. Fire can be created. You can create fire. You can, you know, bring woods and create fire. Earth can be created. You can bring stones and put it in any part of the home. The space can be created. You can paint white, or you can open the garden, or open the walls, or get more windows. You can create space. But air cannot be created. Air needs to be regulated. We have abundance. We should know how to use the air for our body. And people with less air will have these issues. This pictures, diagrams will immediately tell that where the air moves. One is down, one is center, middle, up and up. So it gives us a very detailed discussion, explanation that when the client comes to us, you know, there are many experiments done by many researchers of BioWell, that when the client comes, they ask him to do fingerprints, and after 5 minutes, they ask him to do some exercise or some breathing, and immediately their things change. It's because, or their diagrams change, or their pictures changes, because you have activated their prana, you have activated their air, you're changing their air immediately. Okay, so now this is what we also get from the BioWell energy field. It helps us to know the physical condition of the body. But for our interpretation for this is called koshas. That the client is it which kosha? Like if you see the first picture, it's more distorted. If you see the second picture, it's a little stronger, but it still cuts. Then we see the final picture of the client on the after. This is the picture of client when we met the client first stage, second stage, and the third stage. Everything, no cuts, and stronger and bigger and bolder. So we for our interpretation, we take it as koshas, that we have increased the kosha for the client. Now, stronger the electromagnetic field, the stronger the prana shakti defines the glow and the intensity in our system software, which means 5 senses, 5 elements, and chakras are in good alignment or under stress or deep cut in EMF field means exposure of stronger outer energies cutting through, such as EMF, geopathic, or internal chronic issues. Sometimes the glow is not going out. Sometimes due to internal problems, it's been stuck inside. So we decode it into koshas. Now, koshas are like the layer of suits we are wearing. So when we meet the client, we do the biowell scan. Okay, with the biowell scan, client will see electromagnetic field, client will see his aura, but we see that when we are meeting the client, which suit he is wearing. Is he wearing a distorted suit? Is he wearing an Iron Man suit? Is he wearing a Batman suit? So we understand from our, this diagram explain koshas to us. It defines emotional quotient for the client. Most of the time, the chakras are under stress and not illuminating because the physical level, we are stuck on any of the kosha level. So it means the printer ink is inside, it's not print. All the chakras have the colors, but it's not coming out because the prana is not working. But prana, when you do the exercise of airs, when you regulate your air, it goes through 5 layers of skin. When we get a cut, we go to doctor, we get it stitched. Any cut gets stitched. So you see, we have layers of skin. Now, this layer of skin in Indian scriptures are called koshas. Layers. Which layer suit you are wearing is which we decode. So koshas get affected by minus infrared and minus ultraviolet exposure more, and we try to work on the chakras, diet, mantra, color, everything, but it doesn't work 100%. Right? The problem will come back again because we did not. Okay, let me put it in a simple way. Like, let's say we have a client who has whose aura is like the first one, the first picture. It's like distorted or pulled here and there. So now we are working, we are telling, okay, do chakra exercises, have diet, have mantra or chakra mantra, or have these colors, everything he's doing. But it's not working out for him because the suit he's wearing, that suit has become hard. How? The layer he's wearing has become hard, the kosha layer, because the static ions around us, the electronics deposit on our body, the minus infrared on our body has become, it creates a, shield around us. So sometimes, I get some patients, they are in ICU and medicine are not responding on them. They are not responding to any medicine. They're not responding on ventilator. They're not responding on oxygen. So if I have an access, we create minus IR oil immediately and we send to the family and we tell them apply under their feet. When they apply under their feet, within half an hour, the body starts removing the negative ions and the patient starts receiving the medicine and it starts working on him. That's the immediate effect. Means it's like an air bubble. We are with the static ions a lot. So the minute we remove the static ions, something positive starts happening around us. And this we can measure also with biowell. So removing ourselves from minus UV and minus ultraviolet spectrum is more important than working on chakras, diet, and anything else. So because if you don't remove, every day we wear the same suit, and we are working everything on diet and physical exercise, but we are not changing the suit, or we are not working out on our physical layers, static layers, which has stored all the ions. You see people with allergy, they got allergy, skin allergy, because their skin is full. All their levels are full. The batteries is overworking. So battery needs time, sunlight, and recharge. So it needs to discharge the negative current. So without negative current discharge, you cannot work on any other factor to fix it. So what are koshas? So there are 5 koshas as per our Shastras. One is called Annamay Kosha, Pranamay Kosha, Manomay Kosha, Vijnanamay Kosha, and Anandamay Kosha. Now, koshas are basically, you can call it as our brain waves also, beta, alpha, gamma, which we can measure. So each kosha has a specific element, has a specific organ, has a specific discharge place. This we can go in many details with some other time. But Annamay Kosha means people on physical body. You see, you don't need any scanner to know this. People who are like eating, sleeping, paying the bills, they have no goal in their life, just eat and eat. They're just working on physical body. They don't understand anybody emotions. They don't understand anybody wisdom. They don't, anything you say, they deny them. They don't have any goal in their life. And they're working only on physical body. That's Annamay Kosha. Then Pranamay Kosha is energy body. This is where energy body and emotional body is basically, these are the 2 sensitive bodies. When these get filled, our energy get blocked. The energy body is Pranamay Kosha. It's our second layer. The energy body comes from, and this is the glow we measure in BioWell. Energy body basically is sensitive. Any electronics around you, any people around you, good or bad situation around you, your chakras and your energy will fluctuate. Right? It's like a current. How much current you get, how much fluctuation we get in the body. But the body has a system, this prana, air, to remove. But if the prana is not working, then it gets stuck there. It starts getting deposit on that layer. And then how much we scan, the results are coming the same. The client is changing country, client is changing the home, still his body remains same. It's like you have iron deficiency in India, you move to America, you still have iron deficiency, you move to some other country, you still have iron deficiency. It's because the iron deficiency needs to, it's stuck inside. We need to first work on that layer to bring it out. It's not changing the city and country or die. It's, we need to first remove the deposit of negative inflammation and then put the positive. There is one very strong line which I learned from one of my teachers, is like, Pujah, do not work on putting positive to the body. Then I asked my teacher why. He says, just find out the core of the negative, remove negative, positive it itself will grow. Positive doesn't need any substitute, positive doesn't need any holding, the nature will grow itself. And that line stuck in my mind when I started coming back and started writing my notes, starting implementing on each day client, that no, I will not put positive on them. I will not tell them do this chakra chant or this diet or this. I want to find the negative and remove the negative from their body or their home, and then the positive itself will grow. And that's the change. That's changed within a lot in my system and my company as a working, how we work with the clients. So we do not work with their, we do not give them any exercise. We do not give them any chant or anything. We just work on how to set the foundation correct. Let's come back to the nature. Let's remove many IR and UV from your body. Let's remove IR and UV from your home, and let's put the cycle of creation. Water creates air, air creates this. Let's create this in your body. Let's create it in your environment, and done. And the client comes back to us after 1 year also, they're saying we're still okay. We did not fall back on the same reports because we set the foundation, we set the circle of creation back. So we have human body. Annamay Kosha is basically working on elements. What we are taking, water we take, right? Air we take, space we take, how much we are taking in the body. Then Pranamay Kosha is like working on chakras. Then mind body, Manomay Kosha is like working on your brain waves. Then intuitive body or Vijnanamay Kosha is working on taking to your higher self. And then Anandamay Kosha is taking you to the highest of peace, of bliss, state of bliss. So we focus on physical layer more, but there are many internal layers which can be cleansed. So if anybody is not healthy in their body, means for us, he's not in the positive spectrum of 400 to 700. Now, if his body has more infections and inflammation, it means UV is high. If body has more infrared, it means geopathic electromagnetic has already started breaking their body cells. Now, why their immune system is not working, why the internal light and glow is not coming, is because the prana is not functioning properly. Why prana? Where prana is stuck? If prana is stuck in some kosha, some layer of our external suit, it's stuck. We need to cleanse that. So let's start understanding of polarities of chakras. So when this is the physical level we understood when we did the scan for the client. Now we go into detailed of, we take BioWell help to understand the element, the meridians of each body, like each body part, and we go with the chakra reading. How we use that for our work. Okay, I have a question to everyone. You can answer it later, and I'll also answer later. Where is the blissfulness comes from? Which chakra? Blissfulness comes from which chakra? Timothy, please allow me to ask this question now because my next slide is answered. Blissfulness comes from which chakra? Like peace, anand, like I'm in bliss state. Which chakra gives us blissfulness? Oh, somebody wrote Sahasrara, all crown. Okay. From the balance of all chakra, crown. Okay. This is where electromagnetic field, the first picture we showed, that how earth magnetic field works is from top to down and from down to top, right? That's how the circle is. The electromagnetic field of the earth and the body goes from top till down and from down again back. That's how, see, okay, example like a circuit. In our home, we have circuits, we have wiring, internal wiring. So there are two wiring. One is taking the current AC, one is DC, and there is one grounding wire. Similarly, in our body, there are three main nadis, there are three main veins. One is Ingla, Pingla, and Shushma. Shushma is in the center. So every day when we breathe and our body gives the electromagnetic glow of our body, it comes from Ingla and Pingla transaction, up and down, because every minute the electromagnetic field is working. And our job is not to fix left and right, our job is to come in the center, balance. Now, so blissfulness comes from root chakra, not crown. Let's understand how the scriptures have given this information. Okay, so there are 6 chakras. In Indian Shastras, these chakras are called granthis or knots. So there are 3 different layers we divided these chakras into. One is called creation or sustain. Another one is preservance and dissolve. Then delete. This is how the 360-degree angle is being created. The chakras become 360-degree. So 56 rays from Mooladhara comes, means root chakra gives us earth rays. Earth rays enters into our body through Mooladhara, 56 rays. Water rays are from sacral chakra, Swadhisthana, 52 rays comes from it. And these 2 rays helps us in creation and sustaining. Then next comes 62 rays comes from the Manipura, means the solar. 54 rays comes from Anahata, means heart chakra, air element, enters our body. Then 72 rays comes from throat chakra, space. It helps us in dissolve. 64 rays comes from Ajna and mind. Now, when we total these, how many granthis are knots are there, or how many veins are there in simple way, how many veins we have from root chakra, or how many veins we have from sacral, or how many veins which carries the message and the element of that. When we total this, it becomes 360 rays completing 360 degrees. It means it completes our cycle from top to down. This completes our cycle.
Now let's go further. I'll explain how it works in every detail. So chakra are on spine. This we all know as a visual representation when we search online, when we read things. But in our Indian Shastras, it's written that root chakra has 4 petals and it's connected to 2 main nerves. And it's connected to, in our spine, L4, L5. So if anybody has L4, L5 problem, it means that either 2 of the pair of nerves are not working, or either some of the petals are not working. We'll go through the detail of each petal today. So this is the full chart. We understand sacral chakra. There are 6 petals, 3 main nerves, and it works from L1, L2, and L3. Solar plexus, 10 petals. It works on these nerves. So if we do the total of first 5 chakras, we understand that it's coming into 10 dimensions, like 960. That's how our crown petal has 1000 petals, right? We say that crown chakra has 1000 petals because it takes the contribution of all. It goes till up. This is my notes when I was studying this in deep, so I put it. I'll share this presentation after this, so you will see each spine and each L1, L2, plus which chakra it designate and how many petals are there. Now, another thing which we use BioWell excellently in our day-to-day life with the clients is chakras and meridians. And I think Mr. Gururaj is also here today. He also works on the same principles. So what we do here is we understand that which chakra is not working, which vein is not working, and we make the blends, customized blends for our clients to remove the minus IR and minus UV from their body. We put them into the process of healing, and then we send them for acupuncture or we send them for massages, because we need to open that meridian, we need to open that vein so that we can remove it immediately. We can remove what is stuck inside the body. Then we add positive in the 3rd stage. First stage, we try to cleanse and open their veins which are blocked. This also BioWells helps us to know where is the high, where is low. We get the percentage, we get all the values, we get everything from the software, and it helps us to know that where to start first. So what we do is, in any case, so for me, you know how we work in my team, we take chakras as like our ping pong ball. You know, every day it will change. Sometimes this, sometimes it's like it will move. So we need to set the foundation, which is the root and the crown first, because that's the electromagnetic field should not be disturbed. So we need to fix and clear the electromagnetic field first. And the nerves for that is crown and root first. If the electromagnetic is properly, the grounding will happen properly, the discharge will happen properly, the prana will happen properly, the koshas will get cleansed, then we'll manage the inside balls, who's going there, left, right. First, we will fix the root and crown, because people want to reach blissful fast. And when they are peaceful, then they will work from their growth. See, when your root and crown is disturbed, it means your electromagnetic field of the body is disturbed. You're not in that peace level, because you're getting too much inflammation. You're storing, your koshas are full.
Your chakras are not able to glow out. They're not able to send the image out. So we need to bring them into peace. Remove the negative first and then put the positive. So immediately, first month of their treatment, we make their customized blend. We send them for acupuncture, we send them for massages, we give them the solutions based on their body, that where the energy is stuck and where they need to apply and what they can do to come out fast. Then we go into detail that how to fix things naturally. So let's go to the next slide. Mooladhara chakra. There are 4 petals. The 4 petals is bliss of union, the highest bliss, the heroic bliss, the innate bliss. The bliss of union means partnership bliss. Somebody doesn't have a good partners, professional partners or life partners. So that means the root chakra, this petal is not working. It's blocked or it's underdeveloped. We need to fix this first. Highest bliss, Paramananda, is highest level of meditation comes when your spine is straight and you're sitting on the root chakra. Not on from your crown. Okay, it goes to crown from down, but it starts from the crown and go up and then again come back and rest on the Mooladhara. Then heroic bliss. During COVID, we all have seen, everything was locked. And then Dubai, they released one video of one girl standing on Burj Khalifa with the Emirates crew dress, and she was holding that we are here to support, Emirates loves you, and she was holding that hoardings and showing it to the public, and she was standing on top of Burj Khalifa, the highest building. That girl is my client. She has broken her tailbone 3 times. But her heroic bliss petal is so strong. She still wants to do more. She doesn't have good relationship with his parents. Every time she wants to run away from the family, she goes and jumps somewhere. So she becomes skydiver. She becomes skydiver. She has a heroic bliss, but her other 2 blisses were missing. Or not. It was like she was, it's like masculine and feminine. One side was not okay, or front and back was not okay for her. So when we do the healing and when we do the treatment, we look at funnels of the chakra, that which one is not working, back and front or left or right, masculine or feminine polarities are not okay, or the front and back, giving and receiving is not okay. So we try to fix from there. So there is methods to find which petal is not working, how it is not working. BioWell helps us in many, many ways, and then we come into the treatment level. So here, Apan Vayu helps to activate Mooladhara's all petals. So there is an exercise for Apan Vayu. If you can Google it easily, or if we have any time next session, I can take you through the solution parts, which we offer to the client. Next, Mooladhara, I told you 56 rays. Greatest of joy, natural pleasure, delight in controlling passion, blissfulness and concentration. It's a lot of speech, king, adapt in all kind of learning, free from all diseases, innermost spirit becomes full of great. If the Apan Vayu is balanced, the person has stability on mental level, the person have on emotional level, their sensuality is balanced. On spiritual level, their sense of security is balanced. So now let's say if we have machine, good. If we don't have machine, still we can know from the nature of the person. He doesn't have a sense of security. He is always doubted people, bosses, his own wife, his own girlfriend. Oh, it's Mooladhara, that root petal is not working. Or the discharge is not there. Yes? Okay. So So homeless and grounded. So to fix this chakra, there are many ways to fix it through the petals and blends, but also there is a direction for it, northeast. The energy comes from southwest, but it's fixed in northeast. I'll take you through that now. This is a cycle of creation, balance, and destruction for root chakra. It's created by space, by fire, destroyed by water. So there is full detailed discussion. We need to do it. Let me take through each petals faster. So sacral chakra, there are 6 petals. Delusion, all destructiveness, pitilessness, indulgence, suspicion, sin. Again, Apan Vayu, we need to activate to make these petals working. Oh, if Swadhisthana sacral is balanced, then affection, feeling of destructiveness, all this will come. Spiritual plane will be more emotionally joy. There are people who doesn't feel joy. They are shocked. Or what happened in their life, they are shocked. They are still freezed in that moment because it's a water chakra. So anything, now each element, water, air, can also have 3 forms. They are in natural form, imbalanced form, or overactive form. So when people are in shock state and they don't accept new relationship, is because their water is freezed. So cycle of creation, balance, and destruction. So we use these things to balance them out. Manipura chakra, 10 petals. Delusion, disgust, foolishness, sadness, spiritual ignorance, thirst, jealousy, treachery, shame, and fear. If people are feeling thirsty all the time, or their throat infections are high, the Manipura is not working. If people have jealousy, it's not working. If people get a lot of treachery, means people do frauds with them, is again, the Manipura is not working. It means the Manipura chakra is overactive and they are open in the funnels. If you see front and back, it's open. Again, full discussion. I'm doing it fast because the time is less. Cycle of creation, balance, and destruction. So it's fire created by earth. So we need to create more earth. So we suggest the food accordingly, depends on what we need to balance. Anahata, 12 petals. It's not my favorite place. Everybody says, I love heart people. I love heart chakra. We should operate from heart, but it's not my favorite place because no, it gives us a lot of confusions. Heart always makes us confused. Should I do this or not? Means it's so much probability that we don't know where to go. Look at the petals. Do you want to meditate on this? Hope, anxiety, repentance, indecision, fraudulence, lustfulness, defiant discrimination, incompetence, arrogance, impartiality. Do we want to stay here for long? No. I want to cross this faster. I want to, okay, when we are balancing the chakra or when we are meditating on it, I want to be there, but I want to cross this faster. I don't want to be there for long. Because we start manifesting the same thing faster. So, Vayan Vayu, we need to activate here. This, we will share the presentation with everyone. They can go through it. Unconditional love, circulation, cycle of creation, balance, and destruction. Air, wood is created by fire. Destroyed. There is a difference between creates and created by. One is his mother, one is his father. They both control this. And then destroyed and destroyed by. Destroyed is the enemy. Destroyed by is the support of the enemy. So we understand this as a very simple, it looks complicated because it's the first time we are seeing, but there is, when we solve it, it's a very easy way to fix the system. Now there is another chakra called Hrit. This is the main heart chakra. Now heart chakra has, even the heart has 2 valves, right? Two portions. No? Okay, I'll give you another example for it. So this is heart petals, which we know 14 heart petals are like 12 petals. Then this is Hrit chakra. This is good, like where we are balanced form of heart, where our heart supports us to go further and take the faster decisions and go take it further. Means our life better. Oh, Vishuddhi chakra, throat chakra. It has How many petals? You know, all the people who do music, they have a lot of notes. These are all the notes. When you learn piano or when you have Indian classical music, you see a lot of notes are there. So these are so many notes. From our throat, we can either have poison coming out or we can have either good sound coming out. So when your polarities are balanced, we can understand how to. And these are the same mantras which has been used in Indian text in a lot of scriptures. It's written that same mantras has been used. So it starts from the center of the house. Udan Vayu we need. Then eyebrow, the third eye has 2 petals. Manifested mind and unmanifested mind. Only 2 petals. So the root chakra petals get connected further up here. Vayan Vayu to be activated to make it working. There's a lot of discussion on it, but since we are crossing the time, Sahasrara chakra is our crown petal, 960 or 1000 petals. It works on our mental plane. In Sahasrara chakra also there are levels. First there are 16 petals. That 16 petal develops to 1000 petals. So there is a description and the method for it. There are 21 minor chakras in the body, which is not been taken into consideration, but it's a part of meridians. We can check there. There are 8 chakras above also from our crown, and all their names are been given. So body and chakras are aligned to spaces we live in. We are tuned to earth compass to true north tilting. So this is the chakras in every home, every office. Start from northeast to southwest and put all your chakras. This is how the body and every system is aligned, because we are tuned to earth electromagnetic field, which is in true north but tilted, not straight. So if anybody has a problem in hallucination or crown chakra problem, vision problem, or not able to plan properly, or future they cannot plan, then we immediately say, sir, in your northeast of your home, do you have any red thing? Because the root chakra has been tripped. The fire is high on the head. They said, yes, Pujah, we have red color there, we have oven there, we have this thing there. So we solve it immediately. So one is body, 50% our body, 50% the spaces we live in. If we combine both, healing fast and foundation set. This is how every house it's been fixed. Now, when we talk about Ayurveda, there are a lot of marma points in our body. Marma points means the main points, which maybe I think Guru Rajji also using. If we pressurize this point or this point, you know, acupuncture and acupressure, there are many points. When you pressure, it will activate the entire vein, or it will activate the entire system. Similarly, on the house we live in, the property we live in, there are a lot of marma points. If we clear that, the disease finished forever. Now, in my journey of learning and practicing this, I've been given a chance to work with high dignitaries in Dubai. And when I met them, I asked them very simple questions. Sir, do you want me to come every 3 weeks and do a scanning for you and send you the blends? Or can I fix it in one go? Then they said, Pujah, do fix it in one go. They said, what you need? I said, I need your body and your space together. So when we fix together, done. So the body, this is the structure. We are done now, another 2 minutes, done 2 or 3. This is the structure for even the spaces have Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So if anybody getting more Kapha, and if you're sleeping here, you're prone to more Kapha. If this is how we create the balance of Ayurveda and doshas in the spaces we live in. This is how it's been decoded easily. For us, it's like 2 minutes. The minute we see Bible scan, this is high, this is low. Oh, sir, your water element of your home is very high. Fire element of your home is very high or low. We immediately know, because body contributes external as well. So spaces also has marma points. This is our body marmas. And this is the same marma points in our houses. We can decode it here. Now this is Vata, that if Vata is imbalanced, what problems can come? Heart, lung, colon, and small intestine. But from which direction it's coming from your home, it's visible here. And it's 1000% accurate, 1000%. If we say your small intestine or your lung is not working, sir, in your west, southwest of your home, or this side of your home, do you have this? Yes. Kapha from the body. If kapha is imbalanced, these problems can come. And then this is the directions it is coming from. Then Pitta, if it is imbalanced, these organs affects more, and these are the directions affect more. Then we bring the solution from nature, because frequency, when I asked my teacher how to find a solution, okay, we understood the entire problem, we understood a lot of details, scriptures, where is the solution? Now we understood this, like for example, if the 400 nanometer is missing in the body, we need 400 nanometer from the nature. Or we need to have some element, some metal, which will fill that 400 gap. So we understood, we go into more detail, and then we find out which blend works for the client. A healthy body is between 60 to 72 mHz, and disease starts when we are drops to 58 Hertz. So there are many oils and there are many metals like copper, silver, everything we use there on the client's premises to stop the leakage of that chakra, or to stop or to activate that chakra. If one house is maintained properly and we done the home, everybody chakras of that place, people who live in that building or that house, is balanced. So it's one shot but works for all. So nature can heal us cellular level, because oils, it works on our olfactory. The minute we smell it, it goes to pituitary gland, then it goes to all the nervous system, and faster work, immediately repelling all the toxin out of the body. So there are many plants, cedarwood, fennel. Now these plants, we work on two strategies. Now each petal has a specific fragrance or a specific element and deity in our Indian Shastras. So we have taken it from there and we make a customized blend for the client, that how to fix the client's chakras and petals. Which petal is not working, which masculine or feminine is not, which is high or low, and based on that we create a blend for the client. And over the years of 7-8 years of working, we have found a balanced frequency. Even if it is high, it comes to balance. Even if it is low, it will come to balance. So chakras have different notes. This is the blends have different notes. So we learned how to mix the blends based on each and every specific note. Each and every specific note for the client. Top note, medium note, base notes. Then we'll go into more detail. It is related to chakras as well. How to blend, there is a ratio. Then these are the general chakra blends for petals and polarities to be balanced, clarisage, elmi. But which one to be given, which petal it is going to open, and which masculine or feminine it's going to balance, it's again detailed presentation. We need to have another session for it. So we can even have the blends to balance the elements in the body. Question answers. So there are many topics left, like how and body space alignments are done. 1 minute. Space alignment and solution, body space alignment, body wellness and blend method, chakra petal blending, chakra polarity blending, minus I or UV blending. How we do the solution part and how we fix the houses. Treatment based on bioval report. This is what we do. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mati. I took more 15 minutes.
It's all fine. It's all fine, Dr. Pujah. Thank you for very interesting discussion. You know, it's a different view on pretty common things. You know.
Yeah. It's a different lens to see the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely different angle, and it's very good to watch from this angle. And some insights are coming, you know, just listening about all the colors and frequencies and everything that it's all integrated and all connected with each other. So
Yes, yes.
I think it's very helpful, and we are thinking about adding additional tab into the Biowell software that will recommend oils, essential oils, but not some brand, but just
Exactly.
I will say now we can say that it will be color based, frequency
It's based
based.
on what color you radiate, like.
Yes. So we will contact you to help us with the directions in how to make it correctly. So thank you once again.
Anybody has question?
Well,
answer, or its time is over.
Yeah, it's time. If there are questions, you can leave your contacts, etc. in the chat. People are writing in the chat now, so you can answer them right here, right now, because we need to move on. We have other people to present. And anyway, your presentation will be on YouTube channel, and the questions people can leave there, and you can answer or invite them for your private consultation and to share the in-depth knowledge. So I see the presentation is not for 1 hour. What I've seen, it's half a day or at least complete day of talking. So yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.